In an era dominated by a plethora of smartphone options, it can be challenging to sift through the myriad of choices available to consumers. Enter the Nothing 3A Pro, a device that combines innovation, style, and functionality into a single package. Launched as part of Nothing's ambitious attempt to redefine what a smartphone can be, the 3A Pro has attracted considerable attention since its debut. After using the phone for a month, I am excited to share my insights and experiences with this device. So let's get started. Nothing's signature design includes a transparent back with a stylized tech look underneath and a set of LED strips in the shape of the glyph interface. It glows and blinks and breathes in different patterns, depending on what the phone is doing, like playing music or charging. After a month of usage, I found myself enjoying this feature more than I initially expected. It becomes a handy visual alert system, especially when the phone is face down. And look cool the 3A Pro does. It'll definitely turn some heads, as the techie design makes it appear like a top-secret prototype device rather than an actual released product. The back is actual glass this time around. Last year it was plastic. However, the frame of the device is not metal, so it still doesn't have that cool touch of a more expensive phone. And there is the large round camera island, which gives the phone a unique look from the back. Color options for the 3A Pro include black and gray. Speaking of the body, it is very comfortable to hold with 201 grams and a display that has slightly less rounded corners and an ever so slightly bigger diagonal than the Nothing 2A. In fact, the whole phone has gotten bigger this year, but not in a major way. 3A Pro has 4 buttons. Those are the typical volume buttons and power key, but there's an extra essential key on the right side. It's there to activate or be a shortcut for Nothing's AI functions. The 3A Pro comes with an IP64 rating, which unfortunately still means you can't submerge the phone. There is nothing really visible on the front. The earpiece and all of the sensors are nicely tucked away. I think the display bezels are pretty reasonably sized. The Phone 3A Pro uses an in-display optical fingerprint reader. I have no complaints about it. It is both speedy and accurate. Moving to the front, it features a 6.77-inch AMOLED display with full HD resolution, with HDR10 support and 3000 nits peak in HDR mode. The screen is vibrant with deep blacks and a rich color palette that makes media consumption a pleasure. Whether I was streaming videos on Netflix or scrolling through social media, the display's clarity and brightness stood out, even in direct sunlight. With a refresh rate of 120 Hz, the phone provides a smooth scrolling experience, making day-to-day interactions feel fluid and responsive. Whether playing games or swiping through apps, the enhanced refresh rate is noticeable and adds to the overall user experience. The only major problem I have with the refresh rate handling is that high refresh rate gaming is still not properly supported and doesn't work for most titles I tried. And for performance enthusiasts, here's what I discovered after a month. It's equipped with a Snapdragon 7S Gen 3 processor with 4 nanometers and 8 or 12 gigabytes of RAM. And up to 256 gigabytes of internal storage provides ample space for apps, photos, and videos. The Nothing Phone 3A Pro delivers commendable performance. Daily tasks such as web browsing, multitasking between apps, and even gaming ran smoothly without any noticeable lag. After a month, I tested several resource-intensive games, and the phone handled them admirably, providing good frame rates without excessive heat generation. Thanks to you, my friend, if you continue watching this video until now, for the battery life and software. The Nothing 3A Pro run on the latest Android 15 with Nothing OS 3.1 on top. Nothing OS has a clean yet distinct dot engine look with unique apps and widgets. The Gallery app and Camera app have specifically been updated. The Essential Space is an AI-powered hub for daily organization. You can send screenshots or photos to it with a single click of the new Essential key and annotate those accordingly. Alternatively, you can double-tap the key and do a voice memo that gets stored in there and later gets automatically transcribed by AI. You can also set reminders for yourself. Everything is automatically and intelligently categorized and organized for you. There's the News widget, which will read out news that matter to you with an AI-generated narrator, and there's a ChatGPT integration, which allows you to talk to the AI through your Nothing earbuds. 1 month into my experience, I appreciate the regular software updates and the emphasis on user privacy and security. Nothing has also promised 3 years of software updates, which is a significant advantage in today's market, where manufacturers often neglect older models. And for the power, the Nothing 3A Pro is powered by a 5,000 mAh battery, which provides solid performance for daily use. On average, I found myself getting through a full day with about 25% battery remaining, even with moderate to heavy use. The device supports 50-watt fast charging, allowing me to recharge from 0 to 100% in approximately 50 minutes. Even if you forget to plug it in overnight, you can still get juice in a quick fashion. One thing though, there's no wireless charging on the Nothing series, at least not thus far. And finally, the camera. The third camera system on the Nothing Phone 3A Pro includes a 50-megapixel main sensor, a 50-megapixel telephoto lens, and an 8-megapixel for the ultra-wide lens, and also a 50-megapixel front camera. After a month of usage, I found the camera to be a mixed bag. The cameras perform okay. They do struggle with high dynamics, either flirting with burning the highlights or crushing the shadows. Colors do appear realistic in well-lit photos, but when it's dark around, the camera's attempts to boost exposure will wash out some color, especially skin tones. The main camera captures very competent bent shots. The detail is great, and there is very little noise. Contrast and dynamic range are also good. The same goes for colors. For telephoto camera, while admittedly it doesn't offer that much zoom at 3x, the periscope telephoto camera is arguably the star of the show. It captures very sharp and detailed photos and is well matched to the main camera. It does take pretty good portraits when you have plenty of light though. The bokeh is not super convincing, but pretty good overall, and it doesn't often cut into the subject's edges. Again, at low light, it starts to suffer a bit more. The 50-megapixel front-facing camera performs admirably for selfies and video calls, producing clear and detailed images. The overall quality is good, with nice skin tones and texture, but I feel it could have been even better with some pixel binning. The Nothing Pro can record 4K video with its wide and telephoto cameras, but not the ultra-wide. Hat 1 is limited to HD video. That aside, video footage looks pretty good. Its dynamic range is little, but still plenty of it. Its colors are also pretty lively and nice. Stabilization is probably a notch worse, but still very serviceable. As long as you have some good light, the phone can capture some good clips. After a month of use, I can really say that the Nothing Phone 3A Pro stands out with its unique design and solid performance, appealing to those seeking an alternative to traditional flagships. While not perfect, it offers a compelling blend of style, power, and functionality. As Nothing continues to evolve, this phone is a testament to their innovative spirit. If you're looking for a device that combines individuality with reliability, the Phone 3A Pro is worth considering. Before closing the video, tell us your opinion about this phone in the comments below. Happy watching and goodbye.